Welcome to whatever the fuck this is called. Hey guys, it's our first one. Me, Leno. Yeah, you guys know me, Kete. We're gonna let the audience.
Fuck you then.
We're gonna let. Oh yeah, R2. My bad. My nigga, my nigga R2. Yeah. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kete the Seventh, and I'll be your host today. We're gonna let the audience decide our name, right? Because this is fucking 8 a.m. in the morning, and I'm too tired for this. So yeah, Leno, R2, you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, sure. So Leno, I tend to make guides for characters in zzzero. Try and do little kind of Deadly Assault showcases. It's my favorite mode. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
That's for me. I am me, R2, pronounced R2. I just play the video game sometimes, and occasionally, when I feel like it, I actually make good videos about like guides or some other funny shit. But for the most part, I just play the game and then I post runs, and then sometimes I have hot takes. But that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, you did cook up the Super Saiyan 4 Banway.
I do cook a lot of things. Some better than others.
I mean,
but I always cook.
It was obviously Super Saiyan 4 Banway that got that ASMR video to 15k views. Like, obviously.
Dude, there's no way it was anything.
It was... Oh my god, Linda, if you don't know the ASMR that the Lucia video did with the ZZ devs.
Yeah,
we were all up, and I had like a live stream. It was like 1,000 people in there. R2 was on call with me, and then when I finally realized it was ASMR, I was like, "Is this it?" And then like,
wait, you just step through the whole 2 hours ASMR stream.
Yeah, and then
occasional foot picture showing up.
R2 fucking carried. He brought up the Super Saiyan 4 Banway, and I guess that's what that video got a lot of views. Yeah.
I did carry the comedy though. I was like talking about the what's her name? Dial-in like kit idea, like Foxy FNAF 2 jump scare. I cooked. Trust. I was definitely right.
Yeah. But anyways, we plan on doing these more often. Probably like once, maybe twice a patch. At least once a patch at minimum. We can get Leno's busy ass to fucking, answer the phone. So, gosh. Anyways, what do you guys want to start with? Because we kind of went into this shit so unorganized. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think the first thing we gotta figure out is what the hell to call this thing.
That's
the top comment, whatever.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Top comment, dude. We're gonna get some like awful name.
The top comment within reason.
Within reason.
Subject to
the Krampusnacht podcast.
If that was our name, you would have to do the introduction every single time because I would bust up.
Hallo, willkommen. Das ist der Krampusnacht podcast.
I would never be able to do the intro ever again.
I mean, okay, we can open up a topic like, all right, Lucia's just dropped. Good old.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right there. Rupture support. You guys got her. You guys making use of her. What do you think? What are thoughts on this character?
Well, first, she has a fat ass. Other than that, though, she's a great support. I ain't gonna lie to you. She's a great support. I've been actually talking to my chat a lot about Lucia. I'm like, I've been asking this question for a few weeks. I want you guys' opinion. How much better did Lucia have to be than Pan? Genuinely, like, I think there's a strong argument that Pan could have. And I'm not saying Lucia could have been weaker. I'm saying Pan could have been maybe potentially stronger, right? Because Lucia can sometimes upwards be like 30 to 40% better. And I think it would have been a little bit more healthy if it was like closer to 20. How do you guys feel about that?
I think what they could have done to maybe lessen the gap is if like, imagine if Pan was like a lot more technical, like, I don't know, like character like Rena or even Nicole, to where he had like a fuck ton of optimization, and then you could make the case to where only making Lucia like a decent bit better would be fine, because most people won't see the super giga chat pan, but the most you can really do for optimization is like natural voice management, I guess. So I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think it depends as well, right? Because I think part of the reason why she is so much better than Pan, or at least she feels so much better than Pan, is because the pinnacle buff is just absolutely cracked, and you can't.
Oh yeah.
You can't use that without, like, it's literally a character buff, right? We already got very specific with the whole, oh, you need 1/2 attackers in the team to get this, the full value of this buff, you know, the shield seed and all.
Yeah.
But even
This is way worse than that, though. It's like not even close how strong the buff is with and without it.
Yeah, it's not only massively strong, it's also even more restrictive. It's not even like, oh, you know, you can make use of the buff if you use a second attacker. It's literally like, you don't have the character, you don't get it. It's over. The thing that kind of plays around as well. I think she will fall back down a bit once the buff expires. But she is significantly better than Pan generally. It's as you say, right? It's, I guess Astral Voice Management is the thing that you can do with him. I think Pan being a defender, which is another problem. Right? The defender class they just can't. It keeps getting out.
They gotta give him
cannot win. It's like, why did they make Moonlight Lullaby support only? Do like support defender or something? Like, come on.
They gotta make like a Sunlight Crashaby that's like only works for defense, and it's like 3 times the fucking effect. It actually wouldn't be busted.
That's true. Yeah. Maybe like Giga Bust of defense drive this, and I was like, oh, the defense units are not all that hot, so it's fine.
I guess like Seth and the Panda would like thrive, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean they're decent.
Could be something.
Yeah, it was like Pan isn't even that bad. I still feel.
No, he's fine, but
That's perfectly fine. It was just more so like even before the Pinnacle buff, bro. Like before this new DA reset, we didn't have the Pinnacle buff, and we had Lucia for a few days, and just so many of my community members were saying like how much higher they were scoring with Lucia than Pan. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not trying to doom. Like, I think Lucia's a great character. I think she's a fantastic Rupture support. She feels really good to play. But like, I would just always come back to, I think it's healthy for the game long term if A ranks are better, like better than they are. And like, my question is just simply, how much better did Lucia have to be? Like, I just think it would have been a little bit healthier for the game if Pan was just slightly closer to her.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Although at the same time, I do like Manato as an A rank. Surprisingly all right, actually. His performance actually not that bad.
He's doing pretty well.
And this is something that I suppose I can comment on, forward-looking statement. But with the new boss that we're going to get, the spoiler boss, its mechanic, which is something that I showcased on the Manato video.
Yep.
Is it essentially gives you more sheer damage when you do assist follow-ups.
Mm-hmm.
However, the buff only lasts 15 seconds. So it's really difficult to get it to last like a whole stun duration, or to get it to last for a whole burst duration. Unless, of course, you're using Manato, in which case you pretty much have almost permanent uptime on the buff. So, you know, surprisingly, he's actually pretty solid for the upcoming fights that we're going to be getting on. So I think he's actually doing okay now.
You got what, 53k?
Even better. Just mindset dependent, I guess. Hang on.
You got like what, 53k with Manato on that in testing?
Yeah, 53k.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've been using fucking like rock bottom Manato, not M6, not like P5 engine, no Lucia, no fucking I'm using Inferno Metal, but it's 30 substats. I'm using 2-piece buffer, which is doing nothing. I'm on the wrong disc 5.
Two-piece buffer and still 30 substats. What's the 2-piece buffer for? Is it
because my second best 2-piece gets me down to 22 substats.
Oh, so you're literally playing. Oh, he's on crutches at this point.
And I'm not done yet. And we're playing Lighter Lucy without Lighter Sig. And he's still 20k-ing like shit like Priest and shit without the Ether Veil like buff, you know? So I think it's fine.
I mean,
one sec.
I watched that video. It wasn't a pretty 20k, but hey, but you got it. I was proud of you. It wasn't pretty, but
Oh man. But yeah, I think it is pretty interesting that we're actually getting a. Because what's the last damage A rank that we had? Because what are the A ranks that we got? Right? We got Pan. Then we
It was
had
released.
Pokra. And
We haven't had one since release.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like, well, 1.0.
I guess Seth, if you want to be funny, but not really.
Not intended to be a main DPS at the very least.
Yeah, he's the only one since 1.0.
Yeah, so I think it is cool that we're getting some more variety, because Piper has long been carrying many accounts on her shoulders, and I think having Manato available now is going to be a big deal. But Kete, you're the one that's doing the account reviews on these essentially challenge runs trying to get 20Ks. Have you done any with Manato, or like how do you predict Manato changing the landscape here?
So far, none of the accounts I've been on have had Manato built. So far,
None?
so none.
Damn. I was gonna say, like, they're probably better than my Manato. Despite everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like one of those where people spending like 250 pools and having like M3 Manato or something. It's a bit of a trap as well. The fact you can't guarantee the A rank, it's kind of wild. So I guess it'll fully depend on the luck of the person's account as well.
Yeah, that is 100% like a fact. Like, pulling A ranks is a scam. Like, it always triggers me whenever you see people in comment sections say, "Oh, but he's an A rank. You'll M6 him so easily." And then you see the countless amount of people in the community do 90, 100, 110, 120 pulls, have a M1 fucking Manato. There's someone in my community pulled 330 times to try to get M2 Lucia. Did you know out of 330 pulls, he only had an M4 Manato?
Jesus Christ.
That's insane.
300 plus. At that point, that's just a very...
Yeah.
like,
I think I got 100 something and then I got M4.
Like, crunch the numbers. Like, what's the chance of something happening?
It's not the number. It's not the percentage that you should be looking at. It's the fact that it's even possible.
It can happen.
Like, people get unlucky with A ranks all the time. Some people get very lucky, and some people get very unlucky. So you can't just always assume that someone's gonna easily M6 or A rank, because that's just not the case for everybody.
Yeah. You'll get there eventually. I think Pokra is one of those characters that I think most long-time players or people that have been playing since the release would be at the very least getting close to M6, if not getting it already.
I'm at M1 still, so
You're M1 still?
Yeah.
To this day, I'm still M1 Pokra.
What?
But also pull that much, I guess?
Yeah. Lynn, so do you see the reality now, Lynn? Do you see the reality?
I think I have my game open right now. Let me see if I can find it. I think she's M1 still.
I think am I just lucky with...
No, sorry, she's M2. There you go. Much better.
Oh my god,
Jesus
yeah. I feel like you just
Did we get a free Pokra copy? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay, so technically
had
you've
one
only
free.
dropped 2 of them on
Yeah.
It's free.
I feel like R2, when you said that, you just slapped the shit out of Lynn. Like, he was like, what?
Because you can drop them randomly, right? So they just get added to the pool. So if you're pulling on other banners, you would. I mean, I got some pokers myself when rolling Lucia. So
Oh, dude, I forgot I had level 1 Vivian.
Bro.
What?
Oh, yeah, because he pulled for
I
pulled for
wanted Manato,
Kamano. Yeah, he pulled for
but I
Kamano.
didn't want. Yeah, sorry, I didn't want Lucia at all. Like, I'm good. This is complete personal bias. So I went for Vivian, who's actually pretty good. Like for Grace, for Yanagi, for Miyabi, even for Haruka, gonna be funny. And then, well, I did get Vivian, but I don't have any materials, so she's gonna be level 1 for like a patch. She's just there.
Oh, we meant to have the like a double drop event. I can't remember. We had the double drop event, and now we're gonna get the double disc event. So yeah, you cursed then.
It's over. Yeah, I'll use her in like a month, and she'll be great. Trust.
True.
Looking forward to the Grace Vivian.
Trust,
Oh, yeah.
trust.
with Rena. of
Grace,
course.
what, Grace Vivian Haramasa or something? I don't even know what teams are going to be running with it.
No, it'll be Grace, Rena, Vivian, and then like Vivian Yuza Harumasa.
Okay.
I will say, we were talking about Lucia,
Yep.
bro.
Oh no.
It's crazy, like how Ishwin just needed a support. My God, is she
never mind.
fucking cracked now? Like,
You know, I
do-
actually
do
saw
you-
more dooming for Yishuan than like praise. Everyone's just saying like, "Oh my God, carried."
well, that's weird. That's very weird because like, what Miyabi Yuzu Ice came out, people were
Oh,
saying
yeah.
carried, right? Like, but Miyabi's team got better. Like that's very weird. to
Yuzu
say
Ice
that.
is still the best team in the game when it works by far, but like at least Yishuan is really close to that with Lucia, and not just in one fight. That's
yeah,
the main
like
thing.
that's the main thing, right? It's a lot other fights, right? Yuzu Ice doesn't work in
Yeah.
every single fight.
Yeah, it like works, but it's not the god team fucking
Yeah.
2-minute kill. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
um,
think that's the Ishuan power, right? Because like even though we had what is it, the anomaly shield with 2.1 and then the attacker shield with 2.2, there's like always been a boss that Ishuan does well in. And I was like, oh, you know, we have marionettes, yeah, Ishuan can do well on that. You have corruption complex, yeah, we got Ishuan doing that. We got priest, practically every rotation, yeah, Ishuan can do that too. Which is just such a varied character. Just chuck her into a fight and
Yeah, it took 6 months of designing bosses specifically to not be good for Miyabi, and now finally we can say Yishuan is better.
yeah.
Let's go.
I think she's
Yeah,
always
I-
been consistent though, which I think is the power of the character. But Miyabi was
Yeah.
just, unironically, genuinely a mistake. They made her way too cracked.
I think they realized how good she
Hugo's
was,
still
and they were like,
suffering. Hugo's still paying for Miyabi's sins. Yadari's probably going to be paying for
Little bit.
Miyabi's sins, considering I'm like the only person in this game that's going to be rolling for her.
yeah.
I was gonna get
I
Itari,
was-
but then Dylan.
Good old Dylan.
Mm,
What is because I guess it's going to be what the Chingy replacement, so you can predicting as a stun agent.
Not necessarily, I just like her
You
design.
can, oh, you just fuck with the design. It's pretty cool. Her design is pretty cool actually.
I mean,
It
you,
does.
you do realize he's spamming me with memes every day about her, right?
One a
Yeah.
day is spamming, bro. Alright.
At this one a day, that's 365 a year.
Holy. Oh, look at this one.
Oh God, there it is.
Yeah, this one's a
Oh,
reference
it's
to
the-
like, I think it's like a 9-year-old Dokkan meme. Let me see if I can find it. This is like another Dragon Ball Gacha game from 50 billion years ago. It's still actually running.
I mean, still does. I see the yeah.
But no,
Dokkan
Len,
Fighters
I
or whatever.
realized. Do you know Sonta?
I do, yeah.
So I realized how broken Lucia was day one. Before the Pinnacle buff, because no DA reset yet. I realized how fucking ridiculous Lucia was when Sonta, he has an M6 P5 Astra, and his M0 P1 Lucia was outperforming his M6 P5 Astra for his Ishwin. And I was like, no, he has the footage, bro. He has the proof. He has the literal proof. Like M0 P1 Lucia without Pinnacle buff was outperforming M6 P5 Astra. So like
Jesus Christ.
that's
I
how
always knew
cracked.
Astro was washed.
That's how cracked of a rupture support Lucia is.
Because you get, I guess, because you get the red shred just from M1 Astra, which is already the huge damage increase, right? And then you get technically the attack increase isn't all that great because of the shear conversion. But even then, like at M6 P5, Astra is still contributing some amount of personal damage, which is not terrible. And even that is doing worse. That's crazy. Damn. M6 P5 Astra power cracked by an M0 P1 unit.
For
Quote
rupture
Oh, not really
teams.
power cracked, you know, she still has a niche, just different niches.
Yeah, it's for this like one unit, but still.
Yishuan specifically, and Manato, I guess.
Speaking of one unit, I am not a fan of, like, I've already touched on it a little bit, but I'm not a fan of these, like, a lot of these rupture buffs for DA / threshold simulation.
Oh, they're not. Yeah, they're not it.
Listen,
They're not it.
like, okay. Every single one of them except one is completely worthless for manato unless you're running Lucia, and then 2 of them are useful. Because either have like ice damage or like ether damage, and then the generic rupture one is like fine for him. It's just kind of annoying. Because I can't just run with a generic attack buff on like DA for manato, because obviously it's not going to be amazing. But then the rupture one wants me to use like ether veil or 2 ice damage. It's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah. They've just been making buffs increasingly specific. We need to go back to like rapid aid or something. We need a rapid aid but for sheer damage.
Dude, we need fucking Miyabi's Spirit Break back. That shit is overpowered for like a lot of characters.
Which one?
It's like you just order, you get like a shit ton of attack. That's also like build up.
Oh, okay.
In general, Miyabi's Shill, like Bringer, like as a boss, and then all those anomaly buffs that we had. Like, yes, they're strong shield buffs, but they're also really good on like a lot of other units. Whereas with Yishuan Shield, or again, kind of Siege Shield. Siege Shield buff is like okay for Harmas, I guess. But outside of like, sorry, for those 2, it's like the shields are really annoying and only actually usable on like 1 or 2 units, as opposed to a whole class of units, which I find very annoying.
Yeah, I think the generalized buffs like collapse, right? The like damage percent increase, or daze/stun damage increase, stuff like that. Crit damage.
Or even
increase.
like Graceful Mastery is really good on attackers too, believe it or not.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, buffs are just getting way more specific
Yeah.
than ever. And it's... All I'm trying to tell people is when a certain Thyron comes out in a couple patches, oh god, be ready. It's going to get even worse. I can already feel
The
it.
Void Hunter? Bat?
The Void Hunter bat.
Bat emoji.
To be honest, it's one of those things where I'm genuinely surprised that they don't just like get rid of the mask, drop the facade. It's like Miyabi does 50% less damage against this boss. Yi Xingguang deals 50% more damage against this boss. Like just do it like that. Literally just put the character name.
It's literally the fucking name.
Like just say that's what it needs to be. Like it doesn't, because it's very obvious what they're trying to do. And
there's a lot of passives, like passive skills. Obviously, like core skills. And I'm gonna bring up Dokkan again. This is a comparison. A lot of passives are like, if, and it's literally the fucking character's name is in your team, then you get like this and this buff. It would be so funny if like a year from now there's a buff
Vegeta's
that's like,
on your team, get X bonus.
if Sunbringer's on your team, all allies this shit.
Wait, Vegeta, wait. Banwei?
Oh, because Dokkan, right? Because Dragon
No
Ball.
way.
Wait, Banwei?
But at least in Dokkan, like every character, like there's like 300 Gokus. Like, and that game works. But
Every Dragon Ball game is like that.
but I mean,
Gokus.
in what's it called? In Zenless, you can't really have a buff that only works for a specific fucking character. Unless it's like,
Hey, we got
Ambi.
2 Ambis. I mean,
we got a third Ambi. What do you think?
Soldier
Like,
11.
technically Soldier 11, right?
Oh, Ambi
Fourth
clones. I'm sure we'll eventually get the original Ambi, or the one she's meant to be cloned from, as a playable character at some point. And just make a if Ambi type character on the team, get X buff.
If Silver Soldier, fucking there you go.
If
whenever we're getting a
medium
Frank
model
Billy.
white heads female characters on the team, get buff.
Island? Pog.
She's small model, not medium model. Or at least they think she is.
I don't know actually.
Actually, yeah. Which how many characters do we have? Because still remember the whole Yishuan looking exactly like adult Ambi, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. We actually have a lot of white-haired characters in this game. Now that I look at it, you have Seth, you have Ambi, you have Soldier 11, you have Sokaku. Lycan counts, I guess. White-haired.
Well,
Does Billy
kinda, yeah.
count? Billy's white-haired. Banwei
Sure.
technically with the little mane.
Yeah.
Would you count
I can
Rina
count.
as white-haired? Silverhand.
It's gray, but like close enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then Pan, I guess. Pan is white-haired.
True.
Yeah. A lot of white-haired characters.
Everyone has white hair if you don't have them, actually. Hold on. Almost everyone.
What do you mean? Oh.
Oh my god, bro! He just sent this picture.
Grayscale cheese. cheating.
The list keeps going if I scroll down, actually, which is funny.
Bro, R2, you didn't skip.
I respect the skips, actually.
You didn't skip 3/4 of the game.
I just pull the characters that I like, which is not actually that many.
And you skipped Miyabi when she first came around as well, didn't you?
Yes. I got her on Rerun for two main reasons. One, Section 6 is like my favorite faction, and then two, I wanted to play Miyagi more than anything.
And then he ended up becoming a mono ice glazer.
I don't fucking glaze the team. I say that shit is ass compared to other teams now.
No.
I do enjoy playing it.
You glaze it because you get to use your favorite character icon.
True. My 40 subset icon. True.
Yeah. Miyabi team, but Lycon's the one doing the damage.
Exactly. Like, every mono ice run has that Lycon thumbnail said.
Oh. With the coming
the way it should be, the original mono ice.
Well, with Lucia comes, even more ruptured DPS in the future. We were talking about Ye Guang. Give me your reasoning.
I don't think it's gonna be ruptured.
Give me your reasoning why you think she will or will not be rupture.
Okay, very simple. She is already the Yunkui Summit faction. Right? We already have, we're gonna have the. It's already in the was it the Banyue drip? Was it?
He's consulting the ancient scrolls. I can hear him.
Yeah, he's typing up a storm.
Just checking the. Just making sure. But yeah, in the bind it says Krampus Compliance Authority, right? So we already know from the story that Banyue is kind of Yunkui Summit. They're kind of shilling him as the Krampus Compliance Authority here. But in reality, he's Yunkui Summit, right? They're just kind of making faction gimmicks here. So if we already have a Void Hunter character, a Grandmaster character, Void Hunter level.
Bad.
Semantics. Who is a rupture unit, and we already have they just made Lucia, who's now her dedicated support, and now they're gonna be like, we're gonna release another Void Hunter of what's essentially the exact same faction, and we're also gonna make her rupture, so she can take all of each one's teammates. It's like, come on.
But hear me out on this one, right? It would be funny.
It would be as funny as it was when they dropped Seed as an electric attacker, and
oh yeah,
I was like, why? But, so, I mean, I wouldn't put it beyond MiHoYo to do incredibly.
And yeah, never get a Yishuan buff. Because it was Seed's electric attack. Okay, Ambi's gone, replaced barely. And then they buff Ambi and she's better again. So it's like, what if they replace the Yishuan and then buff her the next patch?
Oh my god! Can you imagine that a rebalancing? It's like Miyabi's performance has not been good enough. We're gonna buff Miyabi. We're gonna rebalance it.
Oh, dude, imagine
activation.
We're gonna buff Miyabi to work with Harumasa, and then that'll be the best team in the game.
Attack. What was her passive again? It was
it's faction support.
Yeah, faction support. So technically, she does work with Harumasa.
No, she's gonna get a passive that's okay, when Miyabi is off field, all allies, so all attack allies. No, make it all second 6 allies. Get a 300% build-up increase. There you go. And then it works flawlessly.
Fools, yes. Oh man.
It actually used to work before the anomaly increase.
Sorry?
It actually used to work. I played Miyabi Yuzu Haru before the anomaly increase happened, the second one. And it barely worked to have rotations. Now it just doesn't work anymore. After the change, it just broke. A few things broke, actually.
Are you doing anomaly D6 Haru? Anomaly Mastery?
I mean, you could do that, but then it's then it's just literally just batterying and not even doing anything anymore. At least with attack 6, you can pretend he's doing some damage. And in my case, he's doing a lot of the damage, actually. But
fair enough.
But on the 6, it's just a battery.
Oh well.
How about you?
What about you, Kite? What do you think?
No. Wait, what? Whoa. I wanted to hear from R2.
What I think Utao is gonna be?
This nigga said Hu Tao. What the
Hu Tao.
I'm sorry, Yishun Wang Gang?
Oh my god.
Whether or not it's gonna be Rupture? Was that the question?
Do you think she's gonna be Rupture or not? Give your reasoning.
I mean, I don't have a theory, but I guess I would like her to not be Rupture because we're getting a fuck ton of Ruptures and pretty much back to back right now. But then I don't really super care because at the end of the day, attack and Rupture, same fucking thing, different stat. So I'm not kind of indifferent about it. But I think she won't be because we're getting so many right now.
I would assume that they would just try to, like, my logic is they would just try to have a powerhouse in all three of the DPS categories: anomaly, rupture, and attack. That's why I would think that.
Fair, Hugo though. What are you talking about?
You know how I feel about Hugo. All right, don't start this conversation. Oh, Hugo, I swear.
Yeah, actually, LG told me the exact same thing as you did.
Yeah, I think attack is what I'm going to lean towards. But if she's not attack, I feel like there's no other choice. Like, if she's not attack, she kind of has to be rupture. There's no way in hell she's anomaly. So it's definitely one of the two.
She's gonna have a unique EX special that's gonna reduce her HP by 30% of current HP, not max HP. And then for the next 9 seconds, all attacks will get a damage bonus. And she's gonna get this enhanced basic 1, where you hold down basic, and she's just a thrust attack that moves forward, but it does the damage at the beginning, so you can dash cancel it.
That's an incredibly specific prediction.
And then whenever you hit an enemy with one of these enhanced attacks, you're gonna apply a DOT effect, damage over time, on the enemy. It's gonna scale with the special attack damage, special attack damage. And once you're done with the mode, once it ends or you swap off of this special mode, all allies will get 12% crit rate.
What the fuck? What the
That is...
What the fuck?
You're consulting a crystal ball or something to make predictions?
This is word for word Hu Tao's elemental skill.
Oh my god.
I actually would love Hu Tao and Zenless though. I love fucking N2 CD. That's such a fun combo, man.
I see.
I'm unfamiliar with the ways of the Genshin burst.
I see.
Sad.
Earlier though, I think Leno, you were saying something about what we need in the game. It was something similar. You refresh my memory. Maybe it was a different conversation we had, but I remember last night on stream, I was telling chat that when it comes to hoyoverse, they don't give a fuck what we want. They will give us whatever the hell they want to give us. And if that's the 10th electric attack, then so be it. If that's the 8th ether support, then so be it. All these different combinations that we don't have limited S ranks for yet, which is a lot, by the way. We went through them last night on my stream.
Damn.
Hoyoverse, no, they will give us whatever the hell they want to give us. They don't care what we're missing. We will be missing one of these roles for a very long time, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah. So I guess it's confirmed. Yishun Wang is gonna be electric attack then.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
100%. That's
Electric Hu Tao, baby.
Actually, I think I would cry laughing because the amount of outrage from the community would be crazy.
I wouldn't even care. I think the chaos is very funny. You mean Harumasa? You should be. No, man, that's just hilarious.
No, that would
I'm
actually.
actually wondering if they will ever even release a support Void Hunter, for example, because the supports are practically the Void Hunter units, if we're gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So So wonder if they will ever be like, we just cycle through the DPS units as the kind of the feature of the titular characters, and then we just never release like a support or kind of like a defender Void Hunter to
Defender Void Hunter would be very funny.
Look. All I'm saying is, if they ever made a Void Hunter stun, Hugo is the best character in the game.
True.
All right, that's all I'm saying.
Dial in? True? Dial in the real Void Hunter?
It would be cool. What's the the original trailer way back when the game released that had all these different, what was it, like the Where the Miracle Began lore trailer?
The Void Hunters?
Where they show all of the kind of the original Void Hunters, right?
Yeah.
And then they have like this, like the huge mech dude with like a
Dude, those were cool as fuck.
Guts Eye sword. I'm like, can we get a character and not have like a little girl inside of that? And I think make that defender Void Hunter. And I think what was so I think that would be
fire.
sick. So.
That's what I wanted Seed to be, kind of, but then Seed ended up not even being a dude, and then it ended up being electric attack, and that was the whole ordeal.
No.
But like the whole original hype was like, Seed defense, let's go, and then that didn't happen.
Yeah. I was fully expecting it to be like physical defense or something, or electric defense.
Yeah, that was like the people think, okay, so it'll be electric defense or physical defense, and it's like boom, electric attack, and it's a woman. Not even. There you go.
I think I kind of understand the the PTSD that the Honkai Star Rail players
Firefly
have, right? Yeah. Now every time I see a character, like, oh my god, Bineway. Is there a little girl inside of that? Is it like a bodysuit? Is it actually?
Firefly is still like really popular, though, believe it or not.
Character, or?
Firefly is one of the most popular characters in Hoyo games.
Despite being what she is, or what she's not, rather, she's still really popular. With Seed, on the other hand, I don't know.
Her implementation looks fine though, because like the videos, again, I'm not a Star Rail player, but like when you have her in combat, she is like fully in the suit, right? You just like have like some occasional cutscenes where you see her face, or do you actually like play Firefly?
No, you basically only play as Sam for the most part.
Yeah. Okay.
From what I've seen.
That's pretty neat. I think that's fair. Yeah. And so finally moving away from the Seed era, from the 2.2 era.
Hey,
we're now in the 2.3 era.
Yo, Lynn, could I get some help?
Go ahead.
Could you ask a question? We went into this without a list, and I've been trying to keep this organized, and you guys keep going off rail. Could you?
Okay.
Could you
I mean, that's a good thing. We're giving you content.
They probably have posted the list to begin with.
Like at this point, this is just bros chilling.
What do you think of the new endgame? Genuine question.
I actually have not tried it. I have
That's the first thing I did.
Of the story to check it out. I tried unlocking it, but then it's like, oh, you have to find Miyabi and Ishuan, and I'm like, well, but Ishuan is giving me like a main story prompt. I can't find them, so I have to do the main story, I guess. But I haven't finished it yet.
I finished it on stream. I finished it on stream, and I enjoyed it. And you know that being a once a month reset, I think it's perfectly fine.
Well, right now it's more than 42 days, so it might be like once a patch, but yeah.
Yeah, once a patch, my bad.
Yeah. Something can't be every week, though. This takes years to clear because of the gearing. Mm-hmm. So I'm fine that it's not like frequent. But I do like it.
I think
just the opportunity to be able to fight bosses that we don't have on rotation, I think is huge.
I think it's
fucking
better.
Here, bro.
Yeah, I think it's better than Tower. That's my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Like
this is basically like 3 to 4 mini Shius and then a mini DA, and I actually quite like that structure. Also, like now you're rewarded for having a shit ton of random characters that like, or even like more niche units like Arena. I've had like a really easy time with this mode, and I know a lot of people that like have actually pulled more than me, but have struggled more than me because they didn't build these like shitty units like Grace and Arena that let me just have these like mid teams, but are more than enough to clear the mode.
It made you.
I like it.
It made you want to pull characters off the bench that you haven't used in a long time. I found myself using Ellen, and I was like, I kind of miss Ellen. And I feel like probably there's a lot of other people who like, started using some characters they haven't used in a while. So I think it's a good thing.
I'm in agreement. I think that's pretty cool. I think finally being rewarded for, because every character I get, I build to like core F, max out the skills. My drive discs are terrible because I'm just like, well, if I have a character, might as well play the character, right? Invest in the character. And I guess I'm gonna have an excuse to use all of my random 1.0 billion.
Let's go.
I've used Soldier 11 in months, and now I'm gonna have an excuse to use it.
Yeah, but isn't there a reason why your drive discs are so bad though, Lid?
How expensive do you think it is to grind out characters? I roll for every character. This is my failure. This is my greed. I want every character. I want to play every character, and so I'm gonna roll for every character. But I have to build every character, and it takes. Honestly, it's gonna be like a month without having his Vivian built because it's so expensive. For the first time, I think I've always had excess. What is it? The investigator logs, which is what you use to level character experience. We tend to get so many from like story and events and whatever that I haven't had to grind it for months. But then I got to a point because we had the double release, right, with Manato and Lucia, that I ran out. I'm like, oh my god, I have to farm this now, and I have to use batteries for this. Oh god, I can't believe it. I don't have enough. So I think the characters in this game are very expensive. We need more of the like double drop events or something, so I can actually spend more of my stamina on
triple drops.
Yeah, triple
drops.
I mean, have we had the triple drop ones? I can't remember.
I think for disc we did, yeah.
Yeah, for discs, okay, but never for mats, which is the most infuriating bit because you get triple drops on discs, but then they all suck. So it feels like a waste.
Triple nats? Oh my god, 3 goats? That's a very obscure reference.
Completely went over my head.
Nats is a person.
Oh, I mean Nats. I know
yeah, triple Nats.
Great content, great clears. Is
oh yeah.
What is it? An hour long, literally every team against Miasma Priest video or something that blew my.
He did like another one, I think.
Yeah, he did. Which it wasn't. It was like it was a cool challenge because it was you could not reuse characters. So you had to build a team. But you're not essentially using the same character. You cannot overlap characters. So you had some really funky comps. I think that was really, really neat.
I think you used Monoshock in that as well.
Representing the Monoshock. But yeah, that's just great. Great A rank clears as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you asked about the new in-game R2.
Yes.
Do you guys think the current reset in-game is perfect, or do we need another one? Like the DA resetting bi-weekly and Shiyu resetting bi-weekly. Are you content with that, or do you think we need one more?
Yes. I'm completely fine with this. I wouldn't want more.
Okay. Well, no.
I think I'm in agreement. I think it's one of those where I hear a lot of complaints where, Xenoblade Zero, you log in, you do your dailies, do your weeklies, and there's nothing to do. And then it's over. And that's kind of the life cycle of these kind of lifesaver scatter games. But if you actually grind out fights, you find that if anything, you don't have enough time. You're trying to grind out UCC and you spent 3 hours and he spins every single time. It's like, okay.
I wanted to do an M0 Monoshock fight for UCC, but I just didn't have the time to get a good run.
Yeah.
Because I was busy with other stuff. Got like 38k and then that was it.
So go on.
I got like a 38k and then I couldn't get the 40k I wanted, so it's, oh well, not enough time.
Well, I think the thing is more so most players don't grind. Like the moment they get their 20k, that's it. They're not redoing it, which is perfectly fine.
Like a lack of casual content rather than a lack of end game, though. Like, what the fuck do you do if not end game right now? I guess, but... I mean, yeah, but that's like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
What event in this game has actually been replayable? What would be
casual content? It's like, does Lost Void count as casual content, for example?
What about an event that's actually good? Let's start there.
I mean, Mr. Click's event is the peak. I wouldn't even call it a casual event because I'm gonna try hard getting the best photos for characters there.
Oh.
So wouldn't even necessarily call it casual, but more events like that would be very nice.
I like
just make it permanent, please.
Bang Boo Fall Guys, but then they reused the exact same maps when it came back, and I was like, okay, all right, bro.
Oh yeah, the Bang Boo Fall Guys. Yeah.
Now that would have been fun if there was like 3 times the amount of maps in like another mode, but
To be
the way
honest,
it was,
because
it's not it.
they integrated. They started
Oops.
not within the Fall Guys mode, but within the little Bang Boo single player like story interaction. You get the little hammer, right, where you smack things.
Yeah.
Where's the Bang Boo PvP? Like properly just go and smack at the
Bang
Bang Boo.
PvP, let's go.
Like, just go all out.
You know,
I think
you asked what is casual content. I'm being so real. I think the developers are hella missing out just making the. I get it's kind of like, you know, when the Fall Guys leaves and when it comes back, you know, you're excited to play it again. But man, if they would just keep it, like.
Keep it and like actually do shit with it.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
can't be that hard to add like 1 map every fucking month or something, right? You know?
Yeah, like bro, like I think that would help so much in terms of casual content. You actually get to play with your friends. Like if they made Arc Boos, you know, Arcanites but Bang Boos, if they made that like co-op.
I mean, we got the tower defense already, right?
Yeah,
So,
like if they made that like co-op.
Speaking of co-op, that's what we need.
Yeah, we do
really
need
badly.
co-op. We do need co-op for real. I wonder when it's coming. They said it was coming in a long time ago in an interview. They said it was coming, but when the fuck is that?
How do you even implement co-op? It'd have to be like Bang Boo co-op. It wouldn't be.
I have no idea.
character.
No, it'd be
But it would be
character.
cool. You know what I would really like? But this is like, I don't think that's even possible to do. I like the concept and the system for PvP in this game. But there's a lot of factors that go into it, like balancing, cost, whatever the hell. But I would love if there was like an actual in-game ranked queue for PvP that was like actually well balanced. But this is like so impossibly difficult to code and maintain that it's never going to happen.
That's like damn near impossible to make.
They have to make a whole ass fucking. They need a whole game team for that. Like not a few people, like the whole fucking dev team just for that. But I would love that. Like an actual balance in the well-maintained PvP mode would be huge. But that's just not gonna happen.
For them to do that, they'd have to allow you to like revert investments as well, right? Because the whole point of the PvP is like, oh, you know, you ban
Mindscape
specific
toggle would
gig
be
or whatever.
huge. I know Kate would love a Mindscape toggle for PvP.
I mean,
Bro, we just need a Mindscape toggle in general. Like,
exactly.
the reason why I don't pull every single character, I pull most characters, but I've skipped like 7 total characters, total agents since these been live. The reason I've skipped those 7 is because the fact that I can't turn off Mindscapes. I don't get Mindscapes on every agent, but if I do get an M1 or M2 and then like the occasional M6 like my Orphe, because she's my favorite character, the fact that I can't turn them off, dude, like what's the point?
You're locked in for life, basically.
If I could turn off my Mindscapes, I could do all of my content creation like testing on my own account. But since I know I can never turn my Mindscapes off, and I don't regret my Mindscapes, I'm not complaining about that. Like I would never spend money and regret it. But the fact that I can't turn the Mindscapes off, I just have to use someone else's account, and I've accepted that. Like hoyoverse is never going to give me a Mindscape toggler, so like there's no reason to pull every single agent. If I could toggle Mindscapes, like take off my M1 or take off my M2 on the occasional agent, I would actually get every single agent at M0, like at M0 minimum. That way I could do all of my free-to-play investment or just low spin investment, my dolphin investment, my whale investment. I would be able to do it all on my same account, right? Literally, like just adding a Mindscape toggler would help my content creation tremendously because I'm not having to bounce around between like 4 or 5 different accounts.
It's so easy to code too. I don't know how they haven't done it. It's so easy.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
The worst part is having Mindscapes, even without like not from a content creating perspective, but even from a gameplay perspective, there are certain things that you can no longer do once you get a Mindscape. Like for example, let's say you're using Trigger, right, and you get her M4. That increases the interrupt level of her harmonizing shot after you use an EX, but that interrupts enemies. So in some fights, you can't use it. Because that's gonna like say you use Trigger's EX and you have her M4, and you're fighting Defiler, and then Defiler goes into a spin. Congratulations, you've just played yourself. You lose
Actually
it. You don't get the
learned
spin.
the other day, no, that's a while ago, like 2 months ago now, that Haru M6 staggers enemies. I did not know that. Because I've only seen it against UCC. Haru's M6, you can stagger enemies.
Oh, like with the explosion from the little
Yes.
arrows.
I didn't even know that. It shouldn't come up
Actually,
that
this
much
happens,
anyway,
I think,
but like, it's interesting.
Yeah, I think this happens with Jane M6 as well. In fact, I believe when I was looking at when there was that whole discussion around the Alice M2 comp, right? The whole M2
yeah,
Alice, M2 Jane, M2 user being like giga busted. Turns out that times that we're using M6 Jane, we're struggling to keep up with the M2 version instead, because I believe she has like a stagger on her M6 effect, and that means that you don't get parries, you don't get as many dodges because you're staggering the enemy, and so it actually worsens your score if you use Jane M6 than if you don't. And it's so weird. They have these strange, gets in the way of things. Even Lighter, like Lighter M1, right, with the stun extension. In some fights, having a longer stun actually ends up being a problem because you can't get enough stuns, because you can't.
Unless, of
stun
course,
time is longer,
you play the best
so the
DPS in
total
the
amount
game.
of stuns is smaller, kind of thing. Yeah.
Unless, of
Less time
course,
to
you
build
play the
things.
best DPS in the game, you go Vlad, baby.
Yep, just go for it.
Oh,
End the
man.
stun immediately. Who cares? But yeah, it is kind of weird.
Yeah.
That they still haven't done it. But there's a lot of things that they haven't done. Well, I was gonna say it almost feels intentional. Like we don't have drive disk loadouts, which I think, like, come on,
Oh, that's so bad for the new mode, actually. You're gonna notice when you play it.
because you have so many teams, right? So you have to just keep
Yep.
changing.
And I'm someone that can gear a character in 10 seconds. I've like practiced this shit, but
Memorize
for the
it,
average
that's
player,
all.
that's minutes every single fight, just gearing.
I have a friend who like plays this game like quite often, a pretty frequent player, not casual at all. Goes to Mindscapes as well, like pretty invested player. He farms a disc set for every character. I'm just like, well, you don't need 2 Moonlight Lullabies, just like swap them around. It's like, nope, cannot be asked. I'm not gonna remember.
Yeah,
what
no,
the
I
drive is.
totally get that.
I'm just gonna get a second set and be done with it. I don't care. And I almost think, is this like the trap to try and get people to just spend stamina on more discs or something? Because it's infuriating. Other games have it. I think. Does Wuthering Waves have something like that? I'm sure that. I think
Wuthering got something, yeah.
Yeah, they're starting to do that in other games more frequently. I remember reading some stupid thing. I have no idea how true this is, so it's complete hearsay. But something like, the reason why gachas don't let you increase all of your skill levels at once, and you have to go like one skill at a time, like 1, 2, 3. It's because some other gacha game has like a patent on the system, and they can't do it, or something stupid like that. So
we love patents, and anyone that's familiar at all with Nintendo.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, real quick, back on the Mindscape toggle. The main thing I'll use it for is getting Haru back to M1, because I will fucking show you side by side. It is like a 1k score difference. M2 is fucking dog shit. God, the Mindscape is
just
ass.
what? It was just like some slight crit damage, was it? No,
No, M2 is 50 damage bonus for the next 7 dashes when you ult or chain attack. This is about, I think, 10 or 11% DPS for stun teams with Haru. In Mono Shock, this is like 1 or 2%.
Oh yeah, because you're not.
You're never chaining. It's so bad. Even in stun teams, it's not that noticeable. It's like a few subsets.
Yeah. For me,
I
the
would just go back to M1.
biggest thing would just be not having to jump around as many accounts right now, because like I genuinely think I have like 5 or 6 people's accounts loaded up just whenever I need to do my M0 testing, or just specific testing at low investment, or something else for any agent that comes out. It would be nice, but at least I'm a content creator and I have the ability to have my community be able to lend me their accounts.
Yep.
But it would make things so much easier if I could just use my own. Like, good lord, let us toggle Mindscapes.
Maybe in 3 years, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because couldn't they do that? What's it called in hoyoverse, where even if your agent's not level 60, you could make them level 60.
Oh,
Yeah, that like something
I know what
power
you're
or
talking
whatever the fuck it's called. Power adjustment, something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, can't they just like? Couldn't you just do that? Oh, you wanna make this M1 agent back to M0 for just like, you know, briefly? Sure.
You could even make it just so that any score is recorded, any times gotten, whatever, with these altered Mindscape toggles don't count towards your like endgame rewards. If they really want to be stingy about it, they can do that. But no, just not doing it at all.
I feel like it'd be the other way around, right? Because if you're downgrading your score,
yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I don't see any other fucking reason.
Actually, the new game mode has trial characters, right?
For easy mode, yeah.
Is the easy mode has all the like do bosses just instantly die, or would you be able to like lap stuff against?
No. Some of the later bosses have some actual health. I think the first boss in easy is Notorious Butcher, and it did take me 2 stuns to kill it with Mono Eyes, classic Mono Eyes.
Jesus Christ.
So it's got like some HP, but and then I think there's a Typhon that's like decently tanky as well. Like M0 Haru, I don't think can kill or can like barely kill that Typhon, so it's decently tanky in easy mode.
And they have every single character on trial, or is it just a few?
Just like random ass characters. I think you can trial Yidari against Priest only.
Okay.
It's a bit. I mean, it's something, I guess, but it's not great.
Because I remember when I liked it when they did the Hollow Zero mode where you get to fight against the bosses, but with like the gears and stuff. Like when you go to like Lost Void,
I forgot what it's called. I know what you mean though.
Perpetrator battle or something, whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
And I like the ideas like, you get to play every character that they release, instead of you having to do like that little tutorial for the 5 investigator logs or whatever. Which you don't really get any idea of how the character plays from that. Like you get an idea of like the basics, but you don't actually get to play the character properly. I thought it was cool that they were doing that with Hollow Zero, but then turns out that they're only doing that for characters that get gears, right? We didn't get one for Seed and Orphe. At least I don't think we did. And so if you're a player that's kind of on the fence, should I roll for this character? Should I not? Having somewhere to trial the character would have been a great idea. So I would have been hoping that this new game mode could have been their way of handling that, but evidently not. Unless they start adding new trial characters, like we have Yidari, so every new character starts kind of getting added to the mode. I think that'd be cool, but maybe just wishful thinking on my part.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to be signing out.
All right, we've been talking for a while, I think.
Yeah.
It's been like, what, an hour and a half?
I mean, for the first episode, I guess that was okay.
You didn't have anything written down.
Hey, trial and error, right? People don't mind hearing us yap. Anyways, I'm tired. Lino needs to get going. I wonder what our name's gonna be, and I promise next time we'll be a little bit more structured.
Oh god.
You can probably ask the audience, like, what would you like the podcast to be? You can be this is a trial. Just first episode is just 3 dudes talking, and then future episodes, now that the community know that it's going to be a thing. Oh, hey community, what would you actually like to hear from these? It's like, is there any specific types of opinions that you'd like to hear? Takes on the version, on previous content? Is there any consistent topics that you want to hear every patch? Or just people?
You were calling it R2 and Bros podcast. Fuck both of you.
Bro.
It's not even fucking my channel. It's the best part. But it's named after me. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Where can we find you, Lino?
Where can you find me? Oh, you can find me at my channel,
Oh, never mind.
What do you mean? What is that question exactly meant to be?
Like,
you can find me in the UK, I suppose, but
no. You. Oh my god, I'm too tired for this shit. I haven't slept, you motherfucker. Oh, god damn it. Where can people find you on YouTube, you son of a bitch?
Exactly. You can find me at, just at Lino, LINNULL. But of course, it's the greatness of the pun is that the display name is Lin-0, because Lino, truly genius pun right there. Yeah, that's where you can
get it.
YouTube Lino.
Damn, I don't get it. It's okay.
I don't get it either. I was fucking dying.
Let's think about it. Actually, I'm not gonna explain it. I'll let the comments handle it. The comments will probably explain it.
Thank you.
Some of them will get it, I hope.
What if no one gets it?
That would be very tragic.
What about you, R2? Where can I find you?
You can find me on YouTube. My channel is just called R2, but to actually find me, you'll have to look up R2 ZZZ or R2 Horomasa, or even, I think, what about R2 Lycon? Yeah, that works too.
Do you not have like an at specific where you just
The ad's like at R2-308, which is a really obscure reference that I will not share with anyone. But if you can remember that, then that's what I go by. But actually, if you look that up, then you get fucking videos from Phantom and Kitei for some reason. So don't do that actually. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. You can find me on YouTube.
Okay. Well, again, this one's very unstructured. Guys, let us know what you want in the future. And we'll be back with you in maybe a few weeks. We'll have to come up with a date and time. But until then, as always, my name is Kitei the 7th. This has been Lino, R2.
You should subscribe, by the way. True.
You should subscribe. Yeah. And,
to all of us.
Yeah, true. Subscribe to everybody. Actually, no. Lino was mean to me yesterday, so only me and R2. Yeah, fuck him.
What did
fuck
I
him.
do?
No, go to hell. I'm turning off the recording now. Fuck you.